In this powerful first episode, we dive deep into the incredible story of a 10-year-old Filipina girl from Manila who took the world by storm on America's Got Talent. Tony Bundivastarisc. Coming from humble beginnings, she grew up in a small neighborhood where her family often struggled to make ends meet. But even in the midst of challenges, her passion for music burned brightly. From a young age, she would sing along to Lady Gaga songs on an old phone, using her natural talent and determination to mimic the pop icon's powerful voice. Her journey to the AGT stage began when a local music teacher noticed her talent at a school event and encouraged her to audition online. Despite limited resources, her parents supported her dream wholeheartedly, with borrowed clothes, a second-hand microphone, and endless practice. She sent in her audition tape and within weeks, received the life-changing news. She had been selected to perform on the AGT stage in Los Angeles when the big day arrived. The young singer stepped onto the stage, nervous but ready. The moment she opened her mouth to sing, a Lady Gaga classic, the audience was stunned. Her voice, powerful, emotional, and mature beyond her years, filled the room. The judges were speechless, exchanging looks of disbelief as she hit every note perfectly. By the time she finished, the entire audience was on their feet, giving her a thunderous standing ovation. Social media exploded moments after her audition aired with fans, calling her the little Lady Gaga from Manila. Overnight, she became a viral sensation, capturing hearts around the world. We relive the unforgettable moment that left America's Got Talent 2025, asterisk judges, and millions of viewers completely speechless. The 10-year-old Filipina girl from Manila had just stepped onto the stage, looking shy but full of determination. No one could have predicted that within minutes, her voice would shake the entire AGT studio and dominate the internet for days to come. As the first notes of her chosen Lady Gaga song filled the air, the audience fell silent. Her voice, rich and powerful, carried emotions far beyond her years. Simon Cowell leaned forward, eyes widening in disbelief. Heidi Klum and Sofia Vergara exchanged stunned glances, while Howie Mandel smiled in amazement, clearly recognizing the moment's magic. Halfway through the performance, the judges were visibly emotional. Their expressions said it all. This was no ordinary audition. When she hit the high note, the crowd erupted into cheers, rising to their feet in an instant. The camera panned across the judges' table. Simon was smiling proudly. Something that doesn't happen often. That was absolutely incredible, he said, his voice filled with admiration. Heidi called her a superstar in the making, and Sophia said she had the voice of a legend, trapped in a little girl's body. He compared her tone and control to that of Lady Gaga herself as the last note faded. The judges stood together for a standing ovation, a rare sight that made the moment even more special. Then the unthinkable happened. One of the judges reached for the golden buzzer, showering the young Filipina in gold confetti as tears streamed down her face. In this episode, we break down every emotional reaction. Judges comment and behind the scenes, clip from that life-changing audition. Viewers will also get to see exclusive fan reactions, viral clips and interviews that captured the world's love. For this young superstar, we uncover the incredible story behind the voice that shook America's Got Talent. Tony Bundivastarisc. Before the bright lights and standing ovations, the 10-year-old Filipina singer lived a quiet life in the crowded streets of Manila. Her family didn't have much. No music school, no professional training, and sometimes not even a stable internet connection. But what she did have was an unshakable dream and a voice destined to be heard. Her love for Lady Gaga began when she was just 6 years old. Her older cousin played Shallow on a small Bluetooth speaker, and she instantly fell in love with the emotion, power, and message behind the music. From that day forward, she began to imitate Gaga's voice, watching performances on YouTube whenever she could afford mobile data. Without formal lessons, she learned to control her breathing, mimic vocal tones, and develop her own signature style, all by ear at home. Her family became her first audience. She would perform in their small living room, using a plastic hairbrush as a microphone. Her parents, though, struggling financially, encouraged her every step of the way. Her father even built a makeshift karaoke stand from scrap wood, while her mother recorded her performances on an old phone. To post online, slowly her confidence grew. A turning point came when she joined a small, local singing contest. Although she didn't win, her powerful voice caught the attention of a local vocal coach who offered to teach her for free. With dedication and endless practice, she learned vocal warm UPS, breathing control, and emotional delivery, lessons that shaped her into the performer she is today. By the time her AGT audition came, she was ready. Every note she sang that night was the result of years of self-training, determination, and love for music. We follow the heartwarming story of what happened after the 10-year-old Filipina from Manila became an overnight global sensation. Her America's Got Talent 2025 audition didn't just win over the judges. It captured the hearts of millions across the world. Within hours of airing, clips of her performance flooded social media, trending on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. The hashtag Little Lady Gaga quickly became a global phenomenon. Back in Manila, her entire community celebrated her success. Neighbors gathered around small TVs and phones, cheering and crying as they watched one of their own shine on an international stage. Local news outlets covered her story. Schools invited her for special performances, and she was even recognized by Filipino celebrities who praised her raw talent and humility. The sudden fame was overwhelming but life-changing. Her family received messages of support from around the world, including offers from music producers, vocal coaches, and charities who wanted to help nurture her gift. She appeared on talk shows and online interviews, where she spoke about her gratitude, her love for Lady Gaga, and her dream of inspiring other children who come from humble beginnings. Despite her newfound fame, she remained grounded. She continued her studies while taking online singing lessons, provided by sponsors who saw her potential. Fans admired her humility. The same little girl who once sang barefoot in her living room was now performing on international stages, yet still spoke with the same sincerity and warmth. This episode also explores the emotional side of her journey, how her parents adjusted to the spotlight, and how she handled the pressure of representing her country on such a massive platform. Captures the most emotional night of America's Got Talent 2025. The moment the world had been waiting for. After weeks of breathtaking performances and overwhelming love from fans, the 10-year-old Filipina from Manila returned to the AGT stage one last time, ready to give the performance of her life. The stage was set with golden lights and a live orchestra as the music began. She stood center stage in a dazzling white dress, her nerves hidden behind calm determination. For her final performance, she chose another Lady Gaga classic, a song about courage and self-belief. From the very first note, the audience was captivated. Her voice soared with flawless emotion, leaving the judges in awe once again. Simon Cowell called it a performance worthy of the world's biggest stages, while Heidi Klum wiped away tears, saying, "You were born to do this," when the song ended. The entire theater erupted into applause. Fans waved Philippine flags from the audience, chanting her name. It wasn't just a competition anymore. It was a celebration of talent, resilience, and heart as the results were announced. Tension filled the air. The top two contestants stood side by side, holding hands, waiting for host Terry Crews to reveal the winner. Whether she won the AGT crown or not, she had already achieved something far greater. She had united people across the globe and proved that dreams have no borders. When her name was called as one of the top finalists, confetti once again rained down, and she burst into tears, surrounded by the judges who embraced her like family. She thanked her parents, her supporters from the Philippines, and Lady Gaga for inspiring her to believe in herself.